gonna start off with this top 5 shows. Everybody, we're gonna count down all at the same time. So I'm gonna start at 5, and everybody else will give their 5. Legit, we give his 5. Prime Okaya will give his number 5, and then we'll just go down from there. So I'll go ahead and start us off. My number 5 show, which I could probably bet my life on it that neither one of these guys have seen, is Euphoria. If you guys have been a fan of my channel for a while, you know how much Euphoria helped my channel. Euphoria is a show that came out and completely took the world by storm. It is probably one of the most realistic depictions of high school. It is not for, even though it's about high schoolers, it's definitely not for like small children. It is not something you want them to see because there's a lot of violence, drug use, sex. It's pretty much high school, okay? It's the perfect depiction of high school, and in which I'm accustomed to seeing a lot of shows kind of like softening it up. Euphoria, a great lead played by Zendaya, a great supporting cast, and I think just overall the show is phenomenal. Even though the show only has 1 season, and we were still waiting on season 2 because of like Corona pushed everything back. But I think once you know something's great, you just kind of just got to give it its credit, and that's pretty much what I'm doing with Euphoria.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have no idea what that is.
Of course, I had no doubt in my mind. No
I'm legit. You said before, I was like, I have no idea what that. I've legit never heard of that.
Ditto.
Ever.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is.
It's on HBO. It is a super good show. I'm telling you, it is one of the best shows I've seen. Well, it's in my top 5. I want to put it in my top, but there's a lot of shows I could put in my top 5. That's even like superhero shows, but I feel like Euphoria is probably the show that I got the most enjoyment out. Every single one of my Euphoria reviews got over 1,000 views, and like it was the night of, like it's just that high. But it's not. I can take up all the time. You guys give me.
I know. I have one comment on Euphoria before we move on to like one of our top 5 part. So it's season 1, right?
Yeah.
So okay, all right. I'll just mention it later.
I mean, yeah, we never said the show has to be finished. We never said the show.
I know, true. I was going off the mindset of a great show that started with a good season 1 that basically just turned into a fireball of shit by the last season. We know who I'm talking about.
Oh well.
That's why. Yeah.
But you had 7. I feel like you had 7 great seasons in between that, and then
right. Like that's not.
I feel like 5 great seasons. The last 2 were kind of but yeah, you're right.
8 Fred, your math is off. We had 8 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I feel like the first 5 were the best ones. After that, they started dropping the ball.
Then you said the last 2. That's all you said.
Oh, that's all right. Last 3. I said I'm just trying
to. We ain't trying to let the word know you can't count, brother.
I can't count that. I can't count.
I'll go next. So I got my list, and so number 5 for me may shock Fred, but not you, because I really think about like top 5 shows all time, and like you, I had to go to IMDb and kind of look through, and like I compiled a list of probably like 15 to 20 shows, and kind of went through like rewatched, really like it. So number 5 for me is The Cosby Show.
Okay.
Like, growing up, like we watched it a lot, and like I tend to find myself rewatching it, and I can rewatch it over and over again, the same episode, and just be thoroughly enjoy. Like, despite his personal life, what they portrayed in this show, being like was great, wonderful to see. Like the laughs, the cries, like it doesn't get old. So number 5 for me is The Cosby Show.
That is a great fucking pick. I did not think of the. That is a great fucking pick. But like you said, like separating art from artists, Cosby Show is a all-time fucking classic. I don't give a good goddamn what nobody said. Yeah. That show is timeless, man. Timeless.
Yeah. What you got?
Don't hit it up with that one though.
All right, number 5 for me, Drake and Josh.
You should
A
have
little
went
bit.
with
Number 5. I got a few reasons. Biggest one for me is I never watched live action shows. Period. Like I never watched anything live action as far as shows during my childhood. Literally, I caught on the Drake and Josh bandwagon near the tail end of it. Like it was already almost over. I started watching it all because my younger sisters liked it, and I was like, sure, why not? And I thought it was a bit of a bonding moment with my family, with them because my 2 younger siblings watched it. For me, I got enjoyment out of seeing just the comedy, slapstick, um, and to me, it was just enjoyable. So to me, that's kind of the main reason why, not just the show, but what happened with me while watching the show. And even now, I love the theme song behind it. I love the theme song behind it.
Oh yeah.
I can't say that I've ever seen Drake and Josh.
And yeah, that's basically that's literally my number 5, and it's for simple reasons. Brought me enjoyment. I liked it. It was funny. It was stupid sometimes, but it was funny. So whatever.
That's fair.
Oh man, Drake and Josh is one of the Nickelodeon's great shows. It's definitely one
Is
of
it?
these great shows. It really is. Like Drake and Josh is like really, really good.
I don't
And it
recall ever.
evolved.
I mean, I know what it is, but I don't recall ever watching it.
Oh man, you've never heard? I never thought that it'd be so simple, but
I found a way. I found a
I think
way.
I think
oh
the
my
age gap
god!
is just enough. I don't remember. Like, do y'all remember watching all that from Nickelodeon?
Yes,
Yes.
all that cousin Skeet. Like I remember all Nickelodeon shows.
Drake and Josh. I know what it is. I just
The Amanda
don't
show,
like a
like
single
all of that.
episode, theme song, anything. But
That's where they got started at on all that in the Amanda show. Like that's where Drake and Josh got started.
yeah, I know who they are. I remember that. I just don't remember that show. But good pick for it. I'm pretty sure it's a slapstick comedy type, good funny show. Like all that. If it's like all that, then yeah, I'm sure it was a great show.
Yeah.
Moses?
My number 4 is Boy Meets World.
Ooh.
I really love Boy Meets World. And considering the fact that I feel like I grew up with the entire like cast, it's just like, yo, listen, Corey, Topanga, Sean, yo, I love that show. That show timeless to me. And like, yo, as it got like as they grew up and got older, and the show started taking like more serious tone. Like Sean's dad died, and like they got check. Like, yo, Boy Meets World is highly underrated, but it's not underrated for me because it's my number 4.
I almost hate that one didn't come to my mind because, like you said, like we grew up watching and we grew up with them, like into Meets World. That damn, I almost hate you had that one. That's a good one. That's a good pick. So my number 4, this was like really tough to like, slot this in, but this show actually just ended. It's one of I think I told you, like one of the best shows I've watched literally from start to finish. Modern Family has been a staple for my family, my wife and my kids. I mean, since my kids have been born, me and my wife have been watching it since the beginning, like for forever. Just ended, great show, laugh, cry. Like it's just a fantastic all around show. Like I almost hate that it ended, but I feel like it ended on a good note. Like it was never a show that I feel like went too long. It's like, oh, when are they gonna end this? Like what's type show, like good 10-year run, perfect show. Just recently ended a couple weeks ago. That's my number 4. Modern Family is great. If you haven't seen it, it's a good show.
I've never seen it, but
oh man,
just off your word, I think I'm gonna have to check it out. Like, is it like a sitcom type thing?
Yeah, it's a sitcom, right? Like, so it's Cosby Show, Fresh Prince of type, but it's great. Like it's a really, really.
I'm gonna check it out. Never seen, heard a lot about it. I think I might have caught one episode. What's crazy? This is crazy. I think the last time I saw it on. Cause is the wife young and the dad older?
So it circulates between three families.
Okay.
They're all connected, right? Like they're all family. Like it's a grandfather, his two kids, and then they have their own separate families. And the grandfather's married to a younger wife. That's probably what you're talking about. But
And they got gay neighbors or something like that.
Yeah, they all are really close together. Like they're all neighbors. Yeah, it's
no lie. Last time I saw it was I was actually watching with Uncle Vail. Like he just had stuff on. He had it on. That's how I know what you're talking about because the wife is super fine. And
so
they didn't know like that. Yeah. So yep. That's I've seen 8 episodes.
Good show. You should check it out. I think you like it. It's funny. Like
I'm check it out.
All right, legit. What you got?
All right, number 4, actually another family-oriented kind of show, My Wife and Kids. It came off jumping off the Drake and Josh bandwagon. So literally, Nick and Knight started bringing back shows that were from the 90s, early 2000s. My Wife and Kids was one of them. I loved it. It was hilarious. It was funny as fuck. Literally, like it was just.
I gotta put that up there.
It's hysterical, and I love more than anything. I love how it wrapped up. It wrapped up kind of sort of breaking the fourth wall and kind of even saying, "Hey, Junior invented a show that made him, richer, made him, be successful, called My Wife and Kid." So I love the show. It was funny. Again, like after Drake and Josh was over, I picked up 2 shows. One of them, which was My Wife and Kids, and the other one will be coming up later.
That was a good pick.
I can't even argue.
That was a good pick.
That's another show for some. I mean, the shows was hard to do. I mean, you IMDb and have 56 shows that we've seen, in our lifetimes, the 2.5 decades we've all kind of been on this earth. That's a good pick. Like I can't even just just laugh and think about moments from that show. That's a good pick for him.
It really surprised me him going that route because I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, Fred, we didn't. That's why we had to. I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it came like it's just comedy. It's amazing, and I wanted that more live action entertainment. And there were other shows that were coming up. Like again, I picked up watching like maybe even like other shows that were Nick related, but nothing that was I feel like more mature because I was mature at the end of the time Drake and Josh ended when I started watching it, and I wanted a little bit more of that mature content. I guess you could say, a little bit more real life.
Okay. So, Angelo, we were doing our top 5 TV shows. Did you have some? Did you make a list?
TV shows? I never really did.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I just watched cartoons or I was outside in baseball, bro. TV shows, I never really watched any, honestly.
Respect. We just running through ours. Okay, my number 3. A new show that it's kind of, I ain't gonna say it's new. It's been on for like maybe 6 or 7 years now, and that's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I discovered Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I want to say 2 years ago, and I have rewatched it from beginning to end at least 10 times within those 2 years.
Wow.
It was literally a point where I will watch it before I go to sleep every single night. I get enjoyment out of it. It's that great for me. It's one of those sitcoms, that something kind of sort of like The Office or Parks and Rec, but I just feel like it's way better than both of those shows. And it's just something that's lighthearted and it's fun.
So I don't know about you, legit, or Angelo. I've actually never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Heard great things about it. I've never seen a single episode.
Not one.
You've never seen one either?
Not one.
Yeah, I've seen commercials on TV and like ads online. I've never seen one episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's it's good. It's great. It's great. I love it. I'm like it like beginning to end. I'm all for it.
Fair enough.
No, we're just. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the shit. Go ahead, it's number 3.
All right.
I'm still here.
So number 3. This was probably what was tough for me, right? Like picking between my top 3 shows, and this one is tough because it's a newer show. It's still ongoing, but the way it just kind of captivated me and my family. I think I've tried to get Fred to watch this. He ain't done it, but This Is Us, which is a new show. 3rd season just wrapped up. You talking about grown man, boo-hoo, tears, happiness, sadness, shock. Takes you through it. Like there have been very few shows from a realistic point of view. Like you can get into some sci-fi shows and whatnot, but from the point of view that this show comes from, like they season 1, 2, 3, they keep hitting with us. And that was tough to put that show at number 3 because it could easily be number 1. My top 3 can easily be interchanged, but this is my number 2.
Man, I still ain't watched. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready to invest my tears and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm ready to get that emotionally invested in something right now.
Did you say? Fred, I think Fred said. Fred, did you say that? What is it? 1 or 2 is like watching Mufasa die every week.
Season 2.
That's
when I said that.
Fred said that it's
Season
like
2.
watching Mufasa die every week. Yeah. But it's good though. Like it's a great show. It's
okay. I'm gonna get to it now.
All right, legit. What you got for number 3?
George Lopez.
George Lopez. I can hear the theme song coming on right now.
Man, I left the TV on for too long. The only thing you hear is George Lopez when you wake up in the morning, man. Dog, that show was never ended. Like that show will always be on when you wake up in the morning, in the middle of the night. Like you just hear it. Like I've probably seen every episode by not actually sitting down and watch it, just by waking up and it being on. Like
that's true.
So check this out. I got a funny story with this one. Again, watching my wife and kids, George Lopez, and I would actually stay up at late night, especially during the summer. I would actually stay up laughing, etc. in the morning. At first, I would try not to laugh, try not to wake anybody up. But it's been probably about 2 weeks now, and my parents noticed I was going to sleep really late. And then one night, I just started busted out laughing. I just laughing a lot all night. My dad came out and said, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, "I'm just watching this show, and it's funny." And he was like, "Oh, okay, so you've been watching this kind of show. Okay, I'm worried. I thought you were watching adult-rated content this entire time for the past 2 weeks at night." So my dad literally called me out, thought I was watching porn or something when I was just watching George Lopez.
I mean, that's fair. What else are young boys doing in the middle of the night?
So
I gotta go, guys. I got something else. I gotta go. I gotta go.
I don't know what kind of porn you watching where you be busting out laughing. I don't know what your dad thinks, but all right, whatever.
No, it wasn't until one night when I busted out laughing that basically they asked what it was. But all the other nights I was trying to laugh, like hold my laughter in. I was trying not to like be superficial with my laughing. But by the way, FYI, just letting you know, breaking down this list was really fucking difficult. My list is subject to change. But the show that the show that he just mentioned, This Is Us, it was hard not to put it on this list. I don't want to count it as a spoiler, but it is right at number 6 for me, solid, because of what happened. Just let you know, it is a great fucking show. It is definitely in my top 10, just being honest.
Okay. I'm gonna jump into my number 2, which is one of my favorite guys on the planet, and that's the King of Queens. Doesn't get better for me. You've never seen it, I get it. Then a fat guy and his fine wife and him just operating through life daily and loving to eat and just loving exactly who he is and not caring what the world has to say. Love King of Queens, man. All time great.
I've actually
James,
episodes
that's my guy.
If I had to choose a favorite show, like a list of like 5 favorite shows, one of my favorite shows would have to be the 70s Show. I fucking love the 70s Show. Red is my favorite character because he's always trying to kick somebody's ass.
I've seen episodes. I've watched some episodes of that 70s Show.
I fucking love the 70s Show.
I think it's another one of those shows that probably just been on when I woke up in the middle of the night, and I just be like, yeah. But I don't think I watched it like George Lopez though.
Yeah. King of
I
Queens.
did, but I watched it because of Carmen. Other than that, Carmen and Angie. Other than that,
I've seen some episodes of that 7 show. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I ain't never seen.
I've probably seen a handful of episodes. But what I did see, I liked. I just never got into it enough to like sit down and like kind of watch it through.
I want to watch it because of the memes.
oh yeah, fucking Angie, great.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
All right.
All right.
Number
Number
2. I think none of you would be surprised if this made it to my list. Because this is a show, I've said this time and time again, I tried to get y'all to watch 4 years and never picked it up. This show was difficult for me to put on the list because I'm going to say it, because the last 2 seasons, season 7 wasn't so bad for me. Season 8 was shit. Were tough. But since I started watching Game of Thrones, which is number 2, in between season 1 and 2, so I started watching it right after season 1 ended before season 2 started. And I was hooked. Like I was just in it for another one of those shows, highs and lows. Like Joffrey's death, Ned Stark's death, King of the North, like all these different things, you know, more shocking and heartbreak than happiness in Game of Thrones. But one of those shows, like it definitely, it's probably on this list. My number 1 is a show I've watched the most. But I at a point, I think I told Fred that Fred knows it. Before every new season of Game of Thrones, I rewatch every season prior to it. So I've literally seen some of these seasons 6 and 7 times. Like literally, I love Game of Thrones. So Game of Thrones, GOT, King of the North, my number 2.
Listen, I'm not mad at you putting it on your list. I figured I knew someone would have it on their list just simply because of the fact my whole thing. I can't erase me. I got in after season 7. Okay, so as I'm watching, I watched it all as like one
Right.
like one thing. So to me, nothing ever really changed with me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know writing changed or like they're going different from the book. None of that like hit me. It's just always one big thing. And then season 8 came out, of course, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, the quality definitely took a dip. But I hate bad endings, and I definitely think it does have that. Nonetheless, I still don't think you can just kind of like erase the first 7 feelings of what that, first 7 seasons of what that did for you as a watcher. So,
Right.
No, 100% agree. Just being honest with this, like I already mentioned that I disliked the ending of Game of Thrones. It broke my heart. That's what it is.
Yep.
It's what it was. It just broke your heart. I didn't get on at season 7. I actually got on at season 5. So I was a bit behind, but I started. So again, I still started late. I started near the the season 5 was halfway over when I got onto it. I watched all the shows, and then I had to wait for the last few seasons. And that's what it is. But my number 2 is one that's, as far as rewatching, I probably rewatched this show more than any other show in recent memory. It's The Big Bang Theory. Funny, comedic. It's us.
No, it's a great show. Great show. Like it's probably 6 or 7 for me. And full honesty, I gave up on Big Bang Theory. I never finished it.
I did. I finished it. Things change, things adapt. Honestly, they probably should have cut off after a certain point, but I'm still fine with that. I'm glad it kept going. I still got to see more, but they should have given one more season for the full wrap up the way they continued, or they should have just cut it off at a certain point. There's a few things I feel like changed, especially with the way people became more and more sensitive to where the certain jokes couldn't land anymore. It's just the reality of what it is. But yeah, Big Bang Theory, I've rewatched the most. If I ever wanted some TV filler while I was doing anything, TV filler would be on. And it's a show that not just me, but my wife, my son dances to the theme song. My first son dances to the Big Bang Theory and even does boom at the end because of the Big Bang. So literally, it was the show that me and my family watched since we've been a family. So
I just can't get into it. I have nothing against it. I just can't get into it. It's just not funny to me. That's just me personally.
Wow.
Nothing against the show. I just can't get into it.
Wow.
This is not my type of show. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Angelo, do you got another show you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, the fucking Office, bro.
Never seen it. Can't get
Bruh.
into it.
Can't
Can't get
Bruh.
get into it.
I love the Office. Office is hilarious, bro. It's
Can't get
just
into it. I know there's
Like-
people who are gonna be like, how? But like The Office and
Yeah, like it's one of those shows everybody loves, except for like a few of us. I know people love it, and it is like cherished. But I can't.
like I can relate to it because like where I work at, we have fucking retarded ass people. These guys play jokes on each other more than anything. When we do get work done, to be honest with you. And like I just feel like we can relate to that, and it's just funny all the way around. We have a good day, people joking, we're getting work done, and it's just relatable, and I get a good laugh. I mean, come on, man. You never been in a workspace where you can just cut loose and joke around? You haven't, bro.
Yes, I have. I have been in that workspace. I can't get into the office because of the lack of a laugh track.
The lack of what?
A laugh track. I've heard plenty of people that basically it has no laugh track. I was trying to get into it at one point with my coworkers in my previous job. They said the office is awesome, this and that. They said the only bad thing you might not like is it doesn't have a laugh track. And I was like, or a laugh reel, whatever you want to call it. Like whenever something happens, like a bunch of people would just start laughing. I don't know. I didn't ever notice how much that was a staple in certain comedic shows until I tried watching something without it. It wasn't The Office I didn't watch. It was a different show that I watched with no laugh track. But it always made me feel more like, Could just be me.
Okay. My number one is from my favorite actor of all time, and that's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, people. I don't think I really have to say pretty much anything about this. Nope, I don't think it is. Self-explanatory. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the GOAT at his most charming. The entire cast, Carlton, like comedic side character, Uncle Phil, Aunt Viv, Jeffrey, everybody on the cast, great. A lot of the episodes have meaning to them while still being funny. Like they cover like different topics, like racism, like being friends. It's just, I love the Fresh Prince. Like the favorite episode is probably the one with like his dad left, and like that he had that whole moment, that moment that made you realize like Will Smith is a fucking superstar. Yeah, Fresh Prince for me, Mike. Easy.
That's fair. I honestly would have been surprised if that wasn't your number one.
I agree with that point.
Like if that didn't come out your mouth at number one, I was probably shutting shit down.
I would believe you're lying if you would have not chosen that. I just know you.
Yeah,
that's my shit. That's my shit.
So I think I'm gonna cheat a little bit, and I want to play this because it's the theme song to my number one. I want to think one of y'all will actually get this, but let's see if you do.
Smallville.
Yep. Detective, was it? Is it NCIS? No.
No, Angelo got it. Smallville.
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 It makes sense.
Smallville is my number one. It's not based. It's based on Clark Kent and him growing up and becoming Superman. So, and it being my number one is because it's the first show I liked that I came into. So I grew up and Will Smith was already airing, the Cosby Show was already airing, Family Matters was almost on my list. All these shows were and outside of cartoons, this was the first real show that came on that I tuned into every Wednesday, Thursday night when it came on TV. It's about Clark Kent, like him growing up, like his troubles, like developing his powers. Like, and as a Superman fan, like 10 great seasons, ran a long time. It wasn't one of those shows. Like, it set the stage for what is now like the CW Arrowverse. Like, it set the stage for all of that, and was even included in the most recent what do they call it? Multiverse
crossover. Yeah.
Right. He was even in there, right? So like, that show set the stage for all of these shows to kind of succeed. And I think it's a great show from start to finish. Tells the whole Clark Kent like becoming Superman story, I think, in a great way. And I have rewatched it more times than probably any other show on my list ever. Great show. Smallville, my number one.
Never seen it.
And
Never seen the episode.
I've seen episodes.
Bro, let's it. We go. Wrap it up.
Never seen a single episode.
Can't do it.
It's good. I've seen a few episodes. I haven't been able to finish it.
He fucking loves Arrowverse, but you don't watch. What, Fred? What's the saying? DBZ. What's the saying?
DBZ made way for the big three.
Arrowverse made the way. Smallville made the way for the Arrowverse.
It is what it is. I didn't start watching those shows like 3 years after they already been airing. So it's like
I think I had told y'all to start watching that shit because like Fred was like, Arrow, you got to be like 18 episodes into the Arrow before it gets.
As a matter of fact, I didn't start watching Arrow till after season 4. I want to say. So like, is it surprised I didn't watch Smallville?
I guess not. I guess it's not.
Heard great things though.
Like lots.
What can I say? My favorite show. None of you probably watch it.
Oh,
You probably know what it is. Oh wait,
you watch Doctor all the way, baby. What you mean?
oh, it's actually true. Doctor Who is it for me? Favorite show by a mile. Literally, it is. Oh my gosh, I can still remember the first time I actually watched the show.
Pokemon. It's got to be Pokemon.
No,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Oh, I've never seen Doctor Who.
Doctor Who's amazing. I fucking love Doctor Who. I'll give Freddie that.
Nah,
It is 100%.
doesn't
I
catch
take
it.
your word on it.
Yeah, I'll never watch that.
I literally have, since the season got rebooted back in 05, which I didn't start in 05, I started a little bit later than that. I actually got to watching it. I want to say I have all the box sets. I have every single DVD box set of the Doctor, basically, of Doctor Who, the show. And to this day, even though I still basically can watch and stream it anywhere other places, I still buy the box sets. So to me, that's major because, one, of course, I spend money on it. Two, whenever my wife and I first got together, like, she got me into zombies, like The Walking Dead, which I never was into. She got me into meth and like true crime kind of stuff. I got her into two things, and that was basically The Big Bang Theory and Doctor Who. And that's something we still watch to this day, as she likes, so on and so forth. And my son, to this point, he likes the show. And same thing with the theme song, and same thing with the Sonic Screwdriver. But it's something I started watching not till, 2010. So whenever I actually started watching the show, so I was already well into high school. So about to graduate, actually 2 years from graduating high school. So yeah, that's when I started watching Doctor Who and got into it. I mean, fucking love it. Favorite show, 100%.
Like, I'm gonna cut in. I think my top five TV shows, I would go 5. Power Rangers Wild Force, because I watched it as a kid. I watched that as growing up. Okay, I love Wild Force. Wild Force was the shit to me. That was my Mighty Morphin. Okay, I'll put Big Bang Theory in there, and then I'll put 70 Show, Doctor Who. I fucking love Doctor Who. Okay, but my number one, that's hard because like I can't really think of a show that I've watched a lot, like, over and over. And
Golden Girls.
hey, don't fuck with the Golden Girls, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I see that over all the time I go over it.
That's my grandma, but I'll watch it with my grandma. Oh,
Pops.
I think my number one show, and this is, I'm gonna take you back a little bit on it. Lavelle might know, but I don't know about the other two. But there used to be a show on Animal Planet called The Most Extreme. And like it's a personal favorite show because that's where I spent time with my great grandma before she passed away.
Yeah.
We'd watch that and eat a block of cheese with Pepsi. That was me and her. And I have memories of my great grandma who ain't around no more. So I have to say that's my number one show. I know it's weird, but
That's fair.
that's what we like.
I actually still watch it.
Everybody got personal. You know what I'm saying?
I actually still watch that from time to time on Netflix. But
Like,
I like
you remember how they were like, well, if it was in a human perspective, and then we had like the huge ass jaw or the big ass hands and shit.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
that's retarded. That's just
it's
stupid.
a good show. I actually like it. I've actually watched that show kind of all the way through. But Fred just called out what I was going to call my honorable mention. Shout out to Aunt Kathy. Golden Girls is my honorable mention.
Yeah, Golden Girls, all time great. Got the whole DVD box set. Every episode.
Like it's funny you say that. We recently we watched Golden Girls, I think late last year. Like we sat and just like rewatched. It was on Hulu, I think. And we rewatched Golden. It's a fucking fantastic show. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
That you won't?
No, every episode.